everybody, it's Bill Cecil again with the tip of the day. Hey, today I want to talk about the importance of keeping team records for your teams to shoot for. Without team records, your team will have no way of keeping score this year. And think about it, what team doesn't want to keep score? People wouldn't go to see sporting events. Teams wouldn't want to play in sporting events if there wasn't a way to keep score to see how well they're doing. Team records allows you to do that in your classroom. So for example, every year I have certain records in my room that carry over from year to year to year until another team can try to beat them. I play up these records, make them into such a big deal that my kids are trying to beat these records. For example, I have 4 records that I'll share with you very quickly in my classroom. One is team awards. Every time my team does something really special, like they get a glowing sub report, or they impress me with a project beyond my wildest dreams, I'll tell them, hey guys, you just got a team award. They don't get anything other than a piece of paper that says team award that's pasted on the back wall. But what they're trying to do is beat former teams' records of team awards. For example, 14 was the old record. My team this past year got 16. They were gunning for that record all year long because I kept making a big deal out of it. That's one way they could keep score. Another way in my room is to have the fewest timeout referrals, to go out to the timeout room or to be sent to the office for behavior problems. If they can beat any other team's record, then they'll have the new record, and I'll brag about them until another team can beat that record. I've already talked about in other videos about the importance of attendance, and I keep track of perfect attendance in my classroom. If we're all there, including myself, I put a sticker on the board. 69 is still the number. Teams have been aiming for that for 5 years. That record may last a while, I don't know. But that's another way my team is trying to, something to shoot for. It gives them something to compete against year after year after year, because I make that number 69 seem like it's such a big deal. And I keep bragging about that former team. So my team, I'm sure this year will be gunning for it as well. My favorite one is team compliments or hallway compliments. We keep that on the blackboard. We keep the track of hallway compliments we get, or if we get one from somebody like at a special like gym, music, PE, or if we get one from like on a bus driver on a field trip. If somebody gives us a compliment that says, wow, great job, and what I'll do is I'll go in and we'll keep track of that number on the board. I started that about 5 years ago. The first year we got like 57 compliments, and I say that number would stay on the board until somebody could beat it. Sure enough, the next group came in and got something like 67 compliments, and then it went to somewhere in the 90s. Finally, the last record set was 102 2 years ago. My team last year was gunning for it. Even to the last day of school, they were trying to get that last compliment, trying to beat it because they tied 102. They didn't get it, but at least they share in the record. I'm sure next year's group is going to be aiming for 103. Whatever you decide to do in your room, make sure you find some kind of record that you can set as a group, have your team work for it, go as high as they can, and then next year's group try to beat it. It will give your team a way to keep score and to measure how well they're doing this year as they're working to make this their best year ever. Because remember, best year ever. You have the power to make it happen.